Hey Internet, sorry to bother you again, but I was just recently thinking about something that happened to me when I was a young child. I'd estimate it was about 1990 or 1986 or so, and I was watching cartoons on television, and I saw a commercial for this Heinz ketchup toy that you could send away for that would transform into a rocket ship. It was a ketchup bottle, standard Heinz looking ketchup bottle, but it would sort of and then it would become a spaceship with which you could have space battles or whatever. And longtime readers know that I'm quite a fan of Heinz, but this predates my fandom. In fact, it may be a large part of it. Anyway, I wanted this damn rocket ship pretty badly. But it was a strange offer. You had to look in the newspaper for a coupon, and then you had to take that coupon and then mail off a check along with some UPCs or something. And it basically involved parents, which it's hard to get around that as a kid. But I remember asking my mom to look in the newspaper for that ad, but she never saw it. And so then I was bummed about not being able to get it. So then after the invention of the internet, I started looking around trying to find said rocket ship, and I didn't have any luck. But then one day I was at an antiques fair, and I saw one. Somebody was selling one, and they wanted like $200 for it, but it was the coolest damn thing I have ever seen. And that was probably 15 years ago. And so since then, I've always it's been in the back of my mind, and I occasionally search for it. Well, about a month ago, I was emailing my friend Marcus about this, and he typed off a quick Google search, found it on the first hit, and which blows my mind. It seems to always happen. I'll spend years searching for something, and then he'll happen on, or someone else will happen on to just the perfect string to type in and find it and say, "Is this what you've been spending all this time looking for?" And you feel like an idiot. But in fact, it was, and it was called the Heinz H57 Burger Blaster, and apparently they would pop up on eBay from time to time. Well, about a week before that, I contacted Heinz customer service via their website. They have a form that you can fill out information, and I wrote this big long screed about how awesome that rocket ship was, and how I couldn't find any information on the internet about it, and how I really wanted one, but I was beginning to wonder if it even existed at all, and had I not actually seen one in person 15 years ago, I would know for sure that I had imagined it. But I'm not even sure at this point that I remembered it from then either. So anyway, I asked if they had any information about it, and they replied back a couple days later and said, interesting question, we've forwarded this on to Heinz's archivist, and then when we hear back from him, we'll let you know anything about it. So I thought that was kind of interesting that Heinz would care enough about some crazy person, writing in asking about a toy that they briefly made available in 1986. So then today, I checked the mail, and I got this. It's a letter from Heinz North America, and I figured that it was probably related to the H57 Burger Blaster, which I had since learned information about, but Heinz didn't know that I found out the information, and so they were just doing the right thing and sending it to me. So I open it, and the only thing in the envelope is a photocopy of the newspaper ad from 1986. It's dated August 24th, 1986, and as you can see, there's a 20-cent off coupon for a bottle of Heinz, and then here's the coupon that you have to use to send off to get the Burger Blaster, H57 Burger Blaster. So that's a pretty reasonable copy of it. I like that it says void all over it, as if somebody were going to try to send it in 23 years later and get it. But the really amusing thing for me is, the postman came to my door to give me that letter, and underneath that was a box from eBay. And so I opened it, and inside of it, I found an H57 Burger Blaster, which Dee had bought for me off eBay after I kept going on and on and on about it. So I thought that was a nice bit of coincidence that the letter from Heinz with the information about the H57 Burger Blaster arrived the same day as an H57 Burger Blaster. So here we have it. It looks like a bottle of Heinz tomato ketchup, and it comes with stickers so that they're meant to be affixed to the side of the ship as you destroy hamburgers and hot dogs with the Burger Blaster. It's supposed to be like, you know, the World War II aces would chalk up, you know, their kills on the side of their plane. So here's the instructions. 23 years later, the first panel's kind of yellowed, but it tells you all you need to do to transform it from the ketchup bottle into the spaceship. I've already read this after giving up trying to figure it out myself. So I'm going to transform it for you now, hopefully. It's really hard to shoot with at arm's length with this flip camcorder, but first of all, you pop open the wings. That makes this back thing pop out. Pull out, snap into place, and then it's mostly rocket shaped. But the cockpit, you press down on and you twist the cap and turn it. This is hard to do with one hand. A little more. There. Now it pops into place. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little dude in there with a ball cap on. I think it's supposed to be a kid flying it. But so that's kind of what it would look like flying at you. The design of it is pretty awesome. It reminds me a lot of the ships from the original Battlestar Galactica. But what I really like about it is that, I mean, A, it's obviously a ketchup bottle, but B, it's also obviously a rocket ship. This is a really fantastic design as far as Transformers go. You know, a lot of Transformers, in their vehicle position, they're obviously a vehicle, but then you into a robot, and they just look like a robot with little bits of vehicle attached to them. This is designed clearly to be a rocket ship and a ketchup bottle. I don't have a battery installed in it, but it lights up and it has a thruster light that comes on, and then I don't know if it makes noises or anything. I'll have to try that after I find a 9-volt battery. But I just kind of wanted to share that with the internet. It's one of the best days I've had in a long time, getting a letter from Heinz with the actual ad that many people lamented not having been able to have seen, and a ketchup rocket ship all in the same day. Anyway, thanks for your time. Catch you later, internet.